What's going on, guys? Tanner here, and today I'm bringing you guys another gameplay commentary. This time we're playing some Destiny, some Twilight Gap elimination mode. Now this is one of my favorite modes in the game just based on the fact that it's so close to Trials of Osiris. Perfect way to prepare for Trials, you know, coming on the weekends. Didn't have it last weekend, unfortunately, but this weekend it should be coming out again, and we're going to jump in there and get some gameplay, maybe even throw a live stream out there. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check me out on twitch.tv/TBucci. I did have a /SlaveAssassin11. If you guys go there, you'll see that's my old one, and it had like 500 followers, but that's really my old branding, so I think I'm going to start my new branding. So, you know, 500 isn't a lot, so we're just going to go ahead and start over. And yeah, so it's twitch.tv/TBucci. So anyways, we're going to be doing some Destiny PvP ideas for Rise of Iron and things that I want to see change, and the new expansion with PvP and the different things that are based around it. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is the way that the maps are laid out. I would like to see more linear maps. You know, 3 lanes, kind of in an H formation would be really awesome. 2 floors at max. Even if you don't do an H formation, at least do like a, you know, like a, I don't know what that'd be, like a 5-speed manual formation, if you know what that looks like. You know, you got 3 vertical lines with 1 horizontal line moving through the center of those vertical lines. Something like that would be awesome. That just makes the map playable from both sides, makes it fair to both sides of the teams. It makes it so that you don't really have like a power side, one side that just dominates the map and just controls everything. Really the issue that you get when playing Trials of Osiris, because in Trials that doesn't really switch sides, and we're going to talk about that later, but that allows one team to have an awesome power side and they just can dominate the whole game from that side usually. So that's what I would like to see. 2 floors at maximum. I don't want to see any 3-floor ones, and honestly, even 2-floor ones are somewhat boring. I want to have some verticality in a game that has, you know, double jumps, triple jumps, boost jumps, glide jumps, all types of things like that. I would like to see definitely a variation in height, but I think 3 floors might be too much unless the map really allows for a 3rd floor that's maybe not like an actual, you know, an actual like vertically stacked building with 3 floors. Maybe there's just like a lower portion of the map, a middle portion of the map, and an upper portion of the map, but that's differently set up. But I really just like 2 floors at the max. I think that makes it set up perfectly, and I don't count when you can jump up like on a crate or something large. Obviously that's not a whole entire new floor, so I would like to keep it at 2 floors at the maximum, which most of the maps already in the game are, but there are some that could really push for a concept of a 3rd floor, just because they have so many crates or, you know, things that people can walk on above, that really allows it to have a feeling of a 3rd floor. So definitely something like that, which kind of leads to my next one, which is a variation in map sizes that require different guns. I feel like in this game, you know, everybody goes, oh, I'm a scout rifle guy, they just end up using the scout rifle all the time. I'm a pulse rifle guy, they just use the pulse rifle all the time. And that's not really what I want to see from this game. What I would really like to see from this game is definitely a variation of map sizes that require different guns. So when you play other shooters, you know, sometimes you play a map and you realize, okay, this is a map to use a semi-auto on. Oh, this is a map to use a submachine gun on. Oh, this is a map to use a shotgun on, whatever it may be, a sniper rifle, whatever. And I would like to see that come to Destiny more. I would like to be able to see how they can change things up and make a map maybe one time be short and people realize that auto rifles are the best for this map. And other times it's a little bit longer lines of sights and you talk about using scout rifles. Now, like I said, I don't mean larger maps. I just need maps that are set up with long lines of sight and short lines of sight. I don't really want large Call of Duty Ghost type crazy styled maps. I'm not trying to run across the map forever to look for people. So this size is perfect, but just set it up so that maybe, you know, one side has some maps have long lines of sight down the center. Some maps are really short everywhere, providing different ways to use different guns, requiring people to have different setups, to use different supers, different things like that. I think that would be awesome. So like I said, long lines of sights and different things like that, not necessarily a larger map, you know, square meter wise or however they design these maps. In Trials of Osiris, like I said earlier, I would like teams to switch sides every other round. I think that this is a really good concept that comes from Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, all different types of shooters that switch sides every round. I really like that, because that allows one team definitely is going to have home field advantage. They're definitely going to get the best side at the last round if it's required. But that, you know, at least gives the other team a fair chance to have that dominant side as much as possible. Some maps in this game are so dominant from one side that I can't even remember the last time I've lost playing from that side, because of lines of sight, you can get to the middle of the maps quicker, you can get to the sniper locations quicker, you can get to everything quicker. That requires, you know, just kind of a weird setup that just allows, you know, people to just snipe down the center of the map and just win the round every single time, and that's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something more fairly set up with the ability to switch rounds every other time. I think that that would make it super clutch and super cool to do. I would like to see power weapons. I know you guys have all seen in Rise of Iron, you've seen Lower Saladin with his Scorch Axe, I believe is what they're calling it. And I would like to see that in regular game modes. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to see a Scorch Axe in Trials of Osiris because that's just too randomized and things like that. Or, you know, unless there really is a way for it to be set up at a time, maybe a team's fight for a location, and then the axe drops from that location. That could be competitive. But what I really want to see is just in, like, fun game modes, you know, your clashes and your skirmishes and things like that that are more fun-based and not so much gun-based. I would like to see things that like occur with power weapons. I think power weapons would bring back the old Halo feeling. It would bring back a feeling of like, oh my goodness, the rocket launchers just dropped, the shotguns just dropped. We have to get to it. We got to be the first one to get to it. And we really, I mean, you can kind of get that feeling now with heavy ammo rounds and stuff like that. But heavy ammo rounds enough are make, you know, Trials of Osiris too much and too randomized. You know, you never really know what side they're going to go to, and it just allows one team to have, you know, rocket launchers with tracking rockets and proximity rockets and cluster bombs and all types of crazy setups like that, that it's already too random. I don't really want to see that these power weapons in a competitive game mode like that, but I would like to see them in funner regular game modes. I think that would be pretty cool. So those are kind of just a little bit of my Destiny wish list. I would like to see, obviously, when it comes to the PvE content, I would like to see new raids, new armor, all things like that. Even in PvP, I would love to see new variations of awesome armor. What is the gratitude? I really don't play Night Stalker very much, but you know what I'm talking. Graviton Forfeit, I believe the helmet is called, and it's a hunter's helmet that allows them to have Shadow Step. Really, really good hunter's helmet. Lets them have Shadow Step whenever they want it. Graviton Forfeit, that's the name of it, yes. And it looks amazing though. That's arguably the best looking hunter helmet because it's so vibrant and so crazy looking that it can be definitely argued for one of the coolest helmets. So more helmets like that, more gear like that for all the classes. Really, I'm not just speaking for hunters. I'm speaking for everybody. I think that would be really awesome to see. And yeah, so that's pretty much my wish list. I really don't know what else to say. That's pretty much covers everything else in the game I love. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that there should be new things added? Do you want to see different things added? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. I appreciate all the new subscribers. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Have a good day. Have a good night. And peace.